Nigel Farage slammed the claims, arguing that the allegations of electoral misconduct are an attempt to rubbish the victory of the Leave campaign in the Brexit referendum. Reports published in The Observer suggest AggregateIQ played a fundamental role in securing the success of pro-Brexit activists. It has been claimed AIQ is linked to Cambridge Analytica, but Mr. Farage said Brexiteers had not cheated their way to success. He said, "I can say, hand on heart, that Cambridge Analytica never worked for Ukip and they never worked for Leave. EU. What's going on here is that there is an establishment attempt to try to rubbish the Leave campaign. To say the Leave campaign lied, to say the Leave campaign was dodgy with money." Cambridge Analytica rose to prominence last week after whistleblower Christopher Wiley exposed how the company allegedly obtained and misused personal data of social media users. Allegations Cambridge Analytica denies. Getty LBC Brexit News. Nigel Farage exploded against claims of cheating during the Brexit campaign's Cadwalader. Today published her second article in The Observer's Cambridge Analytica series, in which Vote Leave activist Shan Mirsani claimed the campaign had allegedly cheated to get around restrictions to electoral spending rules by donating large sums of money to AIQ in the last days before the European Union referendum. Mr. Farage clarified that Vote Leave had indeed sought the support of AIQ, but only to improve its presence on social media in the run-up to the referendum. To LBC host continued, "As far as Cambridge Analytica is concerned, the one thing Vote Leave did was use a Canadian data company called AggregateIQ, and they did spend money with them designing advert on Facebook and elsewhere to reach as large an audience as possible. There is nothing illegal or wrong in doing this," he added. Claims have been made that AggregateIQ has links in some ways with Cambridge Analytica, but nobody seems to be able to actually prove that. There is an establishment attempt to try to rubbish the Leave campaign. Nigel Farage Cadwald's article sparked the furious response of several Brexiteers, including Vote Leave figurehead Boris Johnson. Mr. Johnson took to Twitter to voice his frustration over the story, writing, "Observer, C4 story utterly ludicrous. Vote Leave won fair and square, and legally. We are leaving the EU in a year and going." Adding, "As has been the case throughout, Vote Leave is obligated to review, to the extent it can after this long elapsed period since the referendum, all such allegations, and is doing so. We will, as appropriate, share any relevant findings with the Electoral Commission, again as we have always done." Cambridge Analytica denies any wrongdoing and responded to the first article saying Mr. Wiley is misrepresenting himself and the company.